Hi, I'm Lopez coming at you from lopezsing.com. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how to get a work at home job much faster than most people. And I'm going to give you some of my best strategies on how to go about getting a lot of the jobs. Now, I can tell you that, there's a lot of websites you can go to. There's a lot of places online you can go to. You can go to Upwork.com. You can go to freelancer.com. There's a lot of contractor sites you can go to. There's a lot of websites you can go apply jobs to. But this video is specifically, I'm going to tell you the best places with some of the best positions that I've experienced over the past 10 years. So, one of the best places to find work at home jobs is on Craigslist. Craigslist.org. Craigslist. That's one of the best places to find jobs. And most of these jobs is of course, they're going to be local, And which brings me to my next point. Sometimes you have to get out there and meet people. You got to shake hands and take names. Sometimes you have to leave your house and actually sit down and talk to people to get these remote jobs. You're not going to always be able to get these jobs just based on applying online through email. That might work for a lot of people, but that's not going to work for everybody. Sometimes you have to go out there and shake hands and take names, sit down, have a glass of coffee, glass of tea, eat some lunch, and that's fine. That's okay. You might be shy, bashful. You're gonna have to push through that. You have to push through your fears in order to get to the place you want to be in life. That's just part of life. I mean, it is some stuff about me that I'm not that comfortable with, as everybody that I know. But we have to push through that. We can't let that fear hold us back. So search on Craigslist for any position that you want. Basically, search. Craigslist is just pretty wide open. Any position you want. That was marketing, social media, bookkeeping, data entry. It's all there. Resume creation, whatever. People on Craigslist are looking for almost anything you probably could ever imagine. So the first place to check is Craigslist. Next, go to Meetup, meetup.com, and create a profile on there if you don't have one already. And go to some of these meetup groups. There's a lot of meetup groups in your town, in your city. Even if you're in a small town, there's still meetup groups. You might have, if you're in a town, let's say, if you're in a town with, say, 80,000 people or less, you might have to go to the next town over. Like, for example, I use myself, for example. I'm from a town called Georgetown, South Carolina, which is right by Myrtle Beach, right? So when I went home last year for like 2 weeks, I went to an actual meetup group. I wanted to go to a meetup group in my town, but they didn't have one. So I realized that they had one in Myrtle Beach, which is only a 30-minute drive for me. So it wasn't that far. So the group that you want to be in, the group that you're searching for, you might have to go the next town over. And it's not that, it can't be that far from you. 30 minutes to an hour, that's fine. you know. So you might have to go, check on Meetup, register for the group, RSVP, go there, you meet people, you shake their hands, you see if you can help them in some type of way based on your skill set. Maybe y'all can collaborate on a project together and make some money together. You just never know. Shake hands, you talk, take names, you take numbers, you switch contact information. The idea of networking is to see what you can give of value to the group, to a person, etc. That's the whole idea. Now, some of these groups are big, some of these groups are small. You just never know. But it's better than just staying home and depending on just the internet. You cannot just depend on the internet to contact people. That's just not a good idea. Depending on just one thing is never a good idea. One is never a good idea. Just remember that. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket unless your basket is big, huge. But that's not the case for this situation. So the idea is you want to have multiple tools in your toolbox. So don't just depend on the internet. Sometimes you got to pick up the telephone. Sometimes you got to meet people in person. Sit and talk, drink coffee, tea, lunch, etc. So go to these meetup groups. Could be big, could be small, who knows? You never know until, you try. And a lot of these people that's going to register to meet, a lot of them not going to show. It's usually 50%. If, let's say, for example, if you have, say, 30 people that register to meet up, probably 50% of these people are not going to show up. In most cases. In most cases, 50% are not going to show up. So that's pretty common. That's pretty common. It's if more than 50% show up, that's very rare that happens, based on my experience. And I've been to a lot of meetup groups, but that's fine. You're there. Focus on the people that's there, and that's it. And next, sometimes you can get these jobs at conferences and seminars in your local area. So you have people all over the country, all over the world now. They have conferences in places like where I live, like Atlanta, Charlotte, New York, Miami, Chicago, LA. Conferences are everywhere now. So pay the money to go to these conferences, especially if the conference is based around your skill set, the area of your expertise that you have skills at. Pay the money, go to these conferences. Why? Because there's going to be people there that's going to be looking for help. People at these conferences are willing to pay people to do the work for them. So that's where you come in at. So you might have, I'll give you an example. You might have someone there at the conference. It could be a real estate conference, for example. You might have people, if you go to that conference, and let's just say let's say you're good at social media, right? So if you go to a real estate conference, you can help some of those people, those real estate agents, with their social media online, because they don't know how to do it. And I know they don't know how to do it because I know a lot of these real estate agents, investors, and they don't know how to do social media online. Over 90% of them don't know how to do it. Their websites look like a brochure, and that's not going to work when it comes to social media. So that's where you come in as a social media manager. They'll hire you for probably $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. You can be their social media manager. You take care of all their websites, all their social media, blogging, articles, videos. You help them do everything. Probably $4,000 or $5,000 a month. You get paid just like that. So these are my best ways of getting jobs working from home. These are pretty much the best. These are like the top jobs that I've gotten over the years. I've gotten a lot of jobs by just strictly being online, but it's very rare that I get the top paying jobs, without talking to somebody on the telephone or meeting them in person and sitting down talking with them face to face. It's rare. It happens. It's very rare. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Oh, P.S. by the way, there's a website that you can go check out too online to apply for more jobs. I'm gonna put it in the chat area. Name of the website is called bestfriends.applicationpro.com. That's bestfriends.applicationpro.com. And I'll be sure to put my channel if you haven't yet. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.